to close the downtown core every protest that will happen in Ottawa?
Every convoy protest that's involved convoy type movements of vehicles, we're going to utilize some of these tactics for sure, yes.
And I guess it's going to be their turn after that to show solidarity with us, because Justin Trudeau is trying to implement the exact same policies. So we're here in solidarity with the Dutch farmers, but we're also in solidarity with the Canadian farmers and basically everybody impacting by the work of the Canadian farmers, which is every single Canadian. Because as far as I check, we all eat. You know, some of us are more conservative, some of us are more liberal. We have different.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, do not eat the bugs. You know, tell the children no crickets. We like our hogs, we like our birds, we like our beef, we like our elk, we like our venison. Yeah. We like our...
So here, Alexa for Urban News, and we just reached Canada West Center, where all the protesters are gathering before going towards the city. They want to reach the Dutch embassy in support of, you know, the Dutch farmer, because Mark Rutte, the Prime Minister of Netherlands, is implementing a restriction on the carbon and nitrogen emission that will impact the life of farmers. But we see these restrictions coming here in Canada. So the protesters are there not only in support of the Dutch farmer, but as well in support of the Canadian farmer. So we will follow the convoy and we will go to the Dutch embassy to see what will happen there. Let's check it out.
So this is one of the first distress calls that farmers are putting out to the rest of Canada, as well as to the rest of the world. The Dutch have asked for our support. They saw what we did in Ottawa, and we pushed this boulder over a hill in February, and 6 months later, it's landed in the Netherlands.
The farmers out in the Netherlands, they need our support. They're doing a great job over there, and we want support them, because we have to do the same thing here and not let our government tell us what to do. We are the people. We ask the government to help us.
Because I'm Dutch. My ancestors are Dutch. My parents came from Holland to farm. And yeah.
So how do you feel about what is happening in Netherlands?
I think it's crazy. I mean, and it's not just happening in Holland, it's happening here too. So it's really important that, we all stand up, fight for our rights, fight for our farmers.
And we really appreciated the rest of the world standing with us. It showed a lot of solidarity. And now that we can show our support for the Dutch and that we're all in this together, it's a really beautiful thing.
I heard you saying that you're not going to eat bugs.
I'm not going to eat any bugs. I like my Alberta beef. I'm from out west, and we like our beef.
Well, I think it's important for all of us to be here today, it's stuff that they're doing is completely wrong, and we got to support people that supported us in the beginning, you know what I mean? So I think it's right that we come out and show our support for them, and they feed a lot of places, so it's critical. Without these guys, then we can't do anything. All this stuff is coming down the pipeline sooner than later, and we need to stay strong, so stay supported, stay united, you know what I mean?
Where you see the hate here?
I see see it all the time in Ottawa. Some Canadians are racist. I live here. I'm just
So
going to
you stand here every day of your life? Do you see any hate coming from Justin Trudeau?
Mais il y a aussi des gens qui sont farouchement opposés à la vaccination.
Ils sont extrémistes.
Qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes, souvent racistes aussi. C'est un petit groupe, mais qui prend de la place. The small fringe minority.
I wouldn't know enough about that to say, but if he was saying that sign, if he was carrying that sign, I would say something.
So Justin Trudeau is imposing on unvaccinated a punishment when they come back here, 2 weeks quarantine.
I don't see that as a punishment.
No, why?
No, it's a natural consequence.
The natural consequences. Same if they have PCR test negative.
But I'm not here for anything about that. I'm here for no hate in my home.
Why?
I don't agree with a lot of his actions, and I think some of them bordered on racism, but, you know.
As long as you fold it up, you can hand things out just fine. Just no tables set up.
Can I put it low to the ground?
No, it has to be just taken off.
They just ask the people to remove the table because they don't want anything that is stand on the ground. And so what happened is like now they are surrounding the table, probably to remove it. But the women are selling some church or other like things. And I think the protesters are not happy of that.
We'll let them deal with it, okay?
So what are you doing? You don't have to do this, guy. So that makes the protesters angry. I just see because it was not blocked before, it's just happening now.
So that's part of our core shutdown for the city
that
we've
now.
explained, that we've done to the entire, we've put out huge media broadcasts about this, about how the police are going to engage these type of demonstrations going forward in the future. And that is part of our plan, yeah.
And what do you think about shutting down all the downtown core when it's just here?
Well,
That's
I think
happening.
it's terrible for the residents and the businesses, is what I think.
Okay. Why?
Well, because businesses now, they're affected by it, and so are the residents as
But
well.
if they are affected by your action to close our... But it
Well,
just...
that's a disagreement where that's your...
No, but the place where people are protesting is only Albert Street and here on Lion Street.
Right, but like you said, the cars that were going around with the flags are part of the protest demonstration. That's all part of it. There's a bigger picture than just these folks here.
Okay. But I just
And the whole thing, like, we police the entire city of Ottawa, so there's a bigger picture than what you're just talking about right here.
So are you going
I've
to...
done well answering your questions. I'm
My
gonna
last
get back to
question.
work. That's it. Thank
My
you.
last question.
Nope.
Are you going to close the downtown core every protest that will happen in Ottawa?
Every convoy protest that's involved convoy type movements of vehicles, we're going to utilize some of these tactics for sure, yes.
So why it was important for you to be here?
It was important for me to be in solidarity with the farmers. They kind of followed what we did in the winter, and now we want to show the solidarity back. And I guess it's going to be their turn after that to show solidarity with us, because Justin Trudeau is trying to implement the exact same policies. So we're here in solidarity with the Dutch farmers, but we're also in solidarity with the Canadian farmers and basically everybody impacted by the work of the Canadian farmers, which is every single Canadian. Because as far as I check, we all eat. You know, some of us are more conservative, some of us are more liberal. We have different religions, different ideas, but we all eat. That's the one thing we have in common, and that's the one thing we have to defend.
As you were able to see, many convoy have converged here in Ottawa downtown core, and they tried to enter, and as you can see, they were able until the police make them move out of the city. Everybody is still here protesting for the Dutch farmer, and you can see that now they are marching, and we'll keep following them until the end. I hope you enjoyed the report. It was Alexa for Rebel News.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you.
So as you know, in Netherlands, Mark Rutte have put in place some new regulation on the emission of nitrogen and carbon. But as you know, the same emission have been put in place here in Canada. So if you want to know everything that what happened in Netherlands with our team there, you can watch all the report at farmerrebellion.com. And as well, you can donate really generously to encourage our honest journalism. Thank you, guys.